Okay, so good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am replacing Larissa in this cold afternoon. The topic today is about books. So the subject is the book is on the table, and we have here great people with me. So before we start this conversation, let me explain how Talk and Talk works. So Talk and Talk is a language platform to practice language such as Spanish, Italian, French, Mandarin, and English, of course. We are here to discuss about the topic. I am not a teacher. I am a student too. Okay, so I am not here to correct or teach anyone, but make sure that everybody here are going to learn a lot because this is a real environment to practice our speaking skills. Okay, so feel free to talk. Don't worry to make mistake because this is a safe place to do it. No one will judge you or correct you. Okay. So we are here in 7 people. I will create just one more room just to make the conversation flow better. And I would like to ask you choose a leader to guide the conversation in another room, just to make sure that everybody can answer the questions properly. Okay. Don't forget to introduce yourself. It's really important. And the most important is have fun and enjoy a lot this time. Okay. So everybody can see the questions on the chat. Just let me open just one more room, guys. And 10 minutes before the end, I will bring you here again to discuss how was the experience, okay? Let me see. Yeah, 2 rooms. Okay, guys. Just a moment. That's it. If you receive the invitation, if you receive the invitation, please accept and see you soon, guys. Have a great one. So let me see here in the main room, I have Caroline, Larissa, and Monique. Caroline, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah. So, Caroline, 32 years old. I'm from São Paulo, the main city, I guess, capital. I don't know. So it's cold as well, like Guarujá.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy the cold. I'm a person from, it's not winter, I forgot the name. And now I'm from social, so I'm trying improving my English and maybe find another job because I really need it. And I really enjoy read books, listen music. I am going to clean my house as well this weekend, and I guess this is it.
Nice, Caroline. And since then, are you here on Talk and Talk?
3 weeks, I guess.
3 weeks, so it's so new. Nice.
Yes,
Are you
3 weeks.
enjoying?
Yes, it's a really good platform and way to learn English and share uh, knowledge with all of you is really a nice way to learn, I guess.
Nice, nice. I totally agree with you. Okay, thank you so much. What about you, Larissa?
Hi, ladies. Good afternoon. I am Larissa, I have 30 years old. I am from Rio de Janeiro, but I live in Florianópolis for 2 years. And I'm studying product design. And I'm here in Talk and Talk because I am a kind of nomad person and I want to get a job international. So I think this is it. I have a daughter, 6 years old, a husband, a cat, and this is it. Nice to meet you.
Nice, Larissa. Nice to meet you too. What about you, Monique?
Hi, girls. So my name is Monique. I'm from Aracaju, Sergipe, but I'm living in São Paulo. I love cold weather. I have 33 years old. I am a journalist working as a copywriter now. And my free time, I like to play board games, to listen podcasts, to watch reality shows and series. That's all. Nice to meet you.
Nice, Monique. Nice to meet you too. I am a person that really likes cold weather too, guys. Even though I live in Guarujá, I struggle on the summer, for example. So, oh my gosh, for me, it's a dream to stay in this weather, you know. What else? About me, I'm Andrea. I'm 46 years old. By the way, I will turn 47 last week. No, next week, next Saturday. So yeah, it's the life, you know. I'm alive, so this it's the important. But I'm afraid to getting older. I have to confess. What else? I am married. I don't have kids. Don't have pets. But I have a lot of plants in my little balcony that I really love taking care. I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. In my free time, I like listening to music, drinking wine, cooking, and stay here on Talk and Talk because I really need to improve my speaking skills. That's it about me, guys. So let's start. Caroline, do you like read books? How often do you read?
I do like, and it's a shame because I don't read like I want to anymore. When I was a kid or even a teenager, I the frequency, I guess, would be a lot of them now. But I do actually. I bought a Kindle to maybe improve, not improve, but read more. I guess try more.
Yes, I totally feel you, Caroline, because I don't know, adults' life it's different, okay? I think I used to read more and when I was a teenager, for example, but I don't remember the last book that I have read. It was a long time. I bought an English book, a biography by Bono from U2, the band. But I just read one page, guys. It's a shame, but yeah. Every day I look for this book because it is in front of me and I remember, oh, I need to continue it. So I need to have time. Yes, it's difficult. What about you, Larissa?
Well, I love to read, but just like Carolina says, nowadays I don't read too much like when I was teenager, of course, but I still reading for my daughter, and now I'm reading more uh, books for kids, but I love it. And my daughter have 6 years old, and she's starting to learn how to read. So I think it's very important to her. And every month I buy 1, 2, 3 books to her. So yeah, I love read books.
Very nice, Larissa. And I have a question for you. Did you have the opportunity to read, how can I say, the never-ending books story for your children or not?
Never ends.
Never-ending story, História Sem Fim.
No. But we really like to read Alice in the Wonderland is our
Nice.
favorite, and The Little Prince.
Yeah, I remember, guys, that it was the first book that I've read, the História Sem Fim. So I think it's amazing.
I will buy this for her.
Okay, I hope she like it. Okay. What about you, Monique?
I love read, but I don't have the same opportunity than I was a teenager because I have a lot of tasks to do and I work in reading and writing things. And so when I have free time, I prefer to watch something than read because I am tired and something like this. So, but I think it's good. I want to have the opportunity to read again because it's so good. But I think it's nowadays we have a lot of things to do, and it's difficult to find a time, a way to read something because we have to clean the house, we have to work, we have to do so many things. It's not so easy.
Yeah, it's true, Monique. I was thinking here, oh my gosh, sometimes we have some time to stay on Instagram, on social media, for example. Why we don't take this time to read a book, you know? For me, it's like impossible to do it, guys, but it's something that I really want to do the next year. Okay, it's a resolution, New Year resolution, because yeah, I want to put this habit in my life, but maybe the next year. Okay, guys, let's move on. Larissa, do you prefer to read a physical or a digital book? And why?
I prefer to read physical books because I love the experience to have a book in my hands. So, and for me, I am a manual person, you know. I like to take notes in the book and use the highlighters, you know. So I prefer the physical, and also because I am in the front of the computer all day studying. Before I was working online. So in the end of the day, I don't want to stay here and I prefer to read a physical book.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. For us that stay all the entire day in front of the computer, oh my gosh, read a physical book, it's something like that really is, how can I say that? It's a time to relax, you know. Oh, forget about the computer, forget about the screen. What about you, Monique?
I totally agree with you and Larissa, because I think the feeling of read something physical is totally different, and you feel. To me, it's more comfortable, and it's a time to relax. And we have so many screens in front of us. Then when I have opportunity, I prefer to get a physical book.
Yeah, even the smell, you know, to
Yes,
smell
it's so nice.
the book is so nice. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
What about you, Caroline?
Uh, Physical book as well. I guess it's 100% here in this room.
Yeah.
I'm a designer graphic as well, so in college we have to learn how press things about papers or even ink. So I do like to have a physical to know to see how they press, how they uh, used to do or organize the whole things, and the smell. It's a good to smell a new book. And but now after Kindle, um, trying to see another way to read because it's a way to have more books and in one place, just one place. So um, it's a good thing that I try to adaptate myself.
Yes. Do you have a Kindle?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Even though I prefer how can I say, a physical book, I think it's interesting to have a Kindle. For example, if you go travel, it's easier yeah, to take this Kindle and go to another place. But when it comes to comfortable, I don't know, to ah, how can I say that in English, guys? Viajar no tempo, I don't know, like reading, you know? It's like I don't know, I like to have this in my hands.
Mhm.
But I really agree with you. I think the Kindle you have the opportunity to even to read more, maybe,
Yes,
because you
and
have. Go
and there's
ahead.
another thing. Kindle is good. It's not um, it's not a common device like a cell
Yeah,
phone or a notebook. It's really made it to read. So it's comfortable for eyes. It's a good device.
nice. Maybe I will try to buy a Kindle.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Caroline. Let's move on, guys. Monique, what was your favorite book you read you read last year? Oh my gosh, so a specific
I
question.
yes, I don't remember, but maybe it was a book called Meus Dedos Sentem Falta do Seu Cheiro. It's from it's from it was written by a writer from Sergipe that I know.
Okay.
It's called Michel de Oliveira. It's a romance. So that was very nice. Something about a couple of guys that know each other, I think, in the university. I don't remember the whole story history because I have a small memory for
No
books,
problem.
movies, or something like this. But I like the books from Michelle, and I recommend. It's from Editora Moinhos.
Oh, if you want to put on the chat for us, please.
For sure, it's a good
Thank you.
writer.
Yes, yes. It's I would like to have some tips, because when I started reading again, I have tips to buy a books. What
I
about you, Larissa?
will
Oh,
recommend the last one. I'm sorry. I
okay.
will recommend the last one I bought, but I didn't read yet.
Okay. Thank you, Monique. What about you, Larissa?
Well, this year I am reading more books about the things that I'm studying and for personal life, personal not, professional life. So I am reading this book, Personal Branding by
Nice.
Arthur Bender, and I like it because it's a good book for people who wants to improve your abilities not, but improve your personal branding, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I think serve for personal life too, your relationship with people, and I think it's helping me a lot because I always was a person that was very open because I don't know, I am from Rio and I'm super open with people, but sometimes I think I am not I don't know how to say adequada and I am learning about what I have to show people and what I don't have to show people, and how I improve my work. So it's a good book. I'm reading this.
Nice, Larissa. And I have just taken notes about this book because I like this kind of subject because, for example, in my case, I consider myself a shy person. So
Mm.
sometimes I don't know how can I behave in some places. So I think this kind of book, it's how can I say, teach us to behavior too. Am I
Yeah,
right
it's,
or
it's
not?
more for work jobs, you know,
Yeah.
and you have to know how to be a better person in your work, you know. You have to show people that you are good. And this is difficult sometimes because we have this, I don't know, I am not too much confident with myself.
Mhm.
But I know if I study and I have the experience, I need to show this to the world, you know. So the book is more about this.
Nice, nice. Thanks so much, Larissa.
You're
What
welcome.
about you, Carolina?
Um, Actually, I don't remember a book from last year, but I do remember a book from this year. Uh, I have a friend, one of my best friends, became an author, and she wrote a book. It's love stories. Uh, she said it's like enemies to love,
Okay.
and it's a story about two young couple who hate each other, but they fell in love after. Uh,
Nice.
and she was and she's a really friend, so she wrote a book and put on Amazon just for Kindle version. And a person, I don't know who, from a editor, I guess, saw that book, read the story, and invited her to I don't know,
To
lançar
write
o,
more?
lan,
Oh,
lançar o livro.
Foolish.
nice.
To
Amazing.
publish, yes, thank you. Publish the book, and now it's a physical book, and I bought a book, and I'm really proud of her, of course. And it was a good story. So she's a friend, a good friend. So I'm a fan since that. But it's a proud to read a story and about her. I actually gonna put this book here.
Yeah, please.
It's
So
a
really
teenage book.
good.
It's a teenage book, but if you have some teenage friends, I think they will like as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. But for example, I was thinking that I have passed through this situation when I was a teenager. You know, I think it's normal to have someone that you hate, and in the end you fall in love. So I think it's a good history, guys.
Yes. Ih, não foi. Peraí.
Okay. Nice, nice. It's a good one. Okay, Caroline. Let's move on, guys. I will skip the question number 5 because it's quite similar, and I will go to the question number 6. Monique, do you think people don't read enough books these days?
Yes, I agree with this question because I think we have so many advertisements. No, not advertisements. We have so many opportunities to do things. We have cell phones with Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and another social medias, and we have a lot of distractions. And nowadays, I think people maybe don't read so too much. We have Spotify, Deezer. Also, we have podcasts and audiobooks. So some people prefer listen a book than read. And I think I don't know if the Gen Z reads a lot. I really did know don't know about this, but I don't see so many people reading in subway or bus or this kind of place.
Yeah, Monique, you brought a interesting topic about podcasts, for example, because it's easier for us, like we have a lot of things to do. Imagine doing uh, make the dinner. So when you are doing it on the kitchen, you can listen in the podcast. I do it a lot, you know. So it's something that you are learning something at the same time you are not like stop it at a place just to read a book, for example, because it demands time, so you can listen in a podcast or wherever you want and do your things. But I do agree that, I don't know, the teenagers nowadays don't read so much, guys. I don't know. In my time, I remember that I needed to read a lot, even at school, because we had some books that we needed to read to take tests, for example, like Dom Casmurro. I don't know if you remember this kind of books, guys. So I don't know if nowadays it's still being I think that it's need to have in the school. So yeah, maybe can be it too. What's your opinion, Caroline?
While you've been talking, I was thinking about I don't like podcasts. So I really actually I'm not reading a book, but I really enjoy to read, or my time in reading something, uma receita, or a story about everything. I don't like watch videos to explain me something. I like to read, and nowadays I think this is not ordinary anymore, not common, I guess. Everyone made videos to talk about something, or podcast, or no, I enjoy to read. So um even WhatsApp audios, I sabe escrever não? So
Eu,
I
oh my
don't
God.
like to watch anything. Sorry. I escaped
No,
from the subject. I'm sorry, from the question.
no, no problem. We are here for that to talk, okay? And I agree with you about the WhatsApp audios. I don't like so much, but I've been doing it a lot. So because of this, I laugh because I really don't like to. I prefer writing. But sometimes, oh my gosh, I don't have time. I will send you an audio. So yeah. And I don't know, I like podcasts, but I just listening podcasts related to English to training my listening. Only these guys. What about you, Larissa?
Right. I totally agree with Monique about social media. I think the time run faster these days. When I was younger, I was in the bus going to school or to my job, and there are a lot of people reading books. So today, I don't see this. Everybody's on the phone, and sometimes this scares me because nobody talks with each other. It's just it's kind of strange for me. I don't like. I am a little analogical. I am in the my computer because I need to study. It's faster to do this, but I prefer real life. This is more me. And I don't like podcasts too. I really don't like, but I like to watch videos sometimes because I'm a younger housewife and I needed to learn something, some tricks. And I love to watch videos that teaches me how to do some things faster. How to cut an onion, right?
Nice.
A lot of things. But yeah, I think these days people don't read too much books. I think it's a little bit sad.
Yes, I totally agree with all of you girls. And I was thinking, Larissa, I live in Guarujá, but I work in Santos. So I have to go to work and I need to cross the ocean. I needed to take a boat, yeah, I think we can say boat every day. I go by motorcycle, and guys, it's really scary because, for example, when we are on the boat, everyone on the boat or in the car or in the motorcycle are with your cell phone in the hands, and just, oh my gosh.
Just like
What?
robots.
Oh, yeah, it's strange to see. And if you see it in the night, for example, you just see the lights of the screen of the cell phones. So it's scary. I agree with you guys. It's so much technology, and people don't have the face-to-face anymore. Oh, let's talk about the weather. What do you think
Yeah.
it will be tomorrow? We don't see it anymore.
Yes, I think we use it after before we use it this time to know people. I don't know, in the bus or in the boats, and
Yeah.
I just looking at a guy, you know,
Yeah.
and I say, "Look, can you give me your number? Hi." It's okay. So these days I don't see people doing this. It's so strange. And when I go to a strange person, "Hi, my name is Larissa," people look at me,
Oh, this
you
girl
know,
is crazy.
this girl's crazy. So is I don't know. I don't like to live in the world like this, but I totally understand you. I lived in Santos for 4 months when I was 12 years old, and I take this boat to Guarujá.
Ah, nice.
Really
Nice to
nice.
know. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay, girls. Caroline, do you want to choose another question? We don't need to follow the sequence, but I don't know, a question that you think, oh, this is interesting.
There's a good one here. I enjoy.
Go ahead, please.
Let me read. Uh, what is one example of traditional literature in Brazil? Did you have to read it in school?
Question number 9. Yeah?
Yes. Then
Okay.
9-1.
Go ahead, please, Caroline.
In school, it was not a traditional from Brazil, but I do remember to read a book from O Alto da Barca do Inferno. I don't know this in English, but it's not from Brazil. Actually, it has another one. Machado de Assis. It's very common, and he's really good. And nowadays, a American girl read it. No, there's no past here. Read it, a book from him, and she became impressed. Uh, and now, I guess, I felt that more Brazilian people know about Machado de Assis because of her than uh, about his crew or about their own. I'm difficult to speak. I guess this is it. I don't know. I actually am kind of nervous here.
No,
So
take your time, Caroline. We are here for practice. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you can continue, don't worry. And if
no.
you want to, oh my gosh, you can speak in Portuguese too. No problem.
Acho que é isso. Ele ficou mais conhecido é, fora, né, por causa dessa americana, do que aqui no Brasil, né? Então, isso foi um
Nice.
pouquinho triste, mas ok, pelo menos serviu para falar sobre ele de novo.
Yes, and I really remember in my time at school about Dom Casmurro books. It's by Machado de Assis too, and it's really famous Dom Casmurro because I don't know. I think people until now don't know about the what really happened in this book. I needed to read again because I think it was a really good history about the love, about the emotion, so jealousy, So it's interesting. What do you think, Larissa?
The same question, right? I read Machado de Assis as well in school. I study in public school for all my life, so we received all the books from Machado de Assis. So, but I always love to read. At school, I read more philosophy because I love philosophy, and my favorite author of my teenager was actually Jane Austen. I love the romance and the things because it's too, I don't know, like a fairy tale almost. These days, I am not like this anymore, but I still like the language of her, the innocence. I love these stories. I love to watch the movies too. But yes, I read a lot, but I don't remember too much. I also like Mário Quintana poetries. And I don't remember. I think this is it.
Nice, nice, Larissa. Guys, I used to read Paulo Coelho's book. I don't know if you had the opportunity to read Paulo Coelho, but I remember in the 80s, it was really common to read Paulo Coelho's, And I read a lot of books like Brida, Verônica Decide Morrer, O Alquimista. So I really like it to read this kind of things. What about you, Monique?
I would just say that I wanted that when I was a child or teenager that we had cordel, cordel literature, literatura de cordel in the schools because it's so traditional on at northeast of the country. It's our culture. It's so rich, and I think everyone wants to know literatura de cordel. It's a good way to know more about our culture, about the the people that lives, for example, in the states of Northeast. It's the routine. It's so nice, and I love it.
Very nice. And for example, your state used to put it on the school as well or not?
No, no, no,
No,
no. It's
unfortunately.
common we read in at school, but I think it's a good opportunity, maybe nowadays for the schools because it's a way to for us to know more about our culture. It's something so rich,
Yeah.
It's not how can I say caro,
Expensive.
expensive. It's not expensive, it's so popular, so you
Okay.
can bring to the schools that will be a very nice opportunity
Yeah,
for the children or teenagers.
and I think it can be very funny too,
Yes,
literatura de cordel. I was thinking
yes.
about the oh my gosh, the soap opera that it's passing on Globo like 6 p.m. I don't know. There is a in the end of the oh my gosh, the novela, it's like a cordel ali. I don't know if I am correct.
I
I
don't
think
know
it's
because I don't
yeah,
watch in novella,
and I
but
don't watch too
I think
much.
I heard something like this.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I just watch when my mom is here with me because I don't like to. Okay, Monica, I will continue with you. It's your turn to choose another question, please.
Okay, if one more. I don't know. When I was a teenager, I loved to read Harry Potter books. I am a fan. I don't like J.K. Rowling nowadays because okay, we have so many wrong things that she are saying, but I think the books are really nice, and I how can I say eu cresci in the past? I grew it,
You grew up,
grow,
I think.
grew up.
Grew up, yeah.
With I grew up with these books, and I have so many good memories about this. And I think they are good stories. It's something fictional, but I think it's good. I like.
Nice. And what about you, Larissa? The question number 8. Which author do you like most and why do you like their books?
I don't know which author I most like, but I like the books of Harry Potter too. I'm introducing my daughter in this universe now, but she's younger yet for these books. But I think the stories are great. I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I don't like to have favorite things, you know. Everybody
Yeah.
asks me, "What's your favorite food?" I don't know. I like
I
food.
don't have.
Today
I
I
like
like
to eat.
chocolate. Yeah,
I am the
tomorrow I like
same.
lasagna. I don't know what I
I
most
am the
like.
same.
Yeah, so I think it is about the time I am living, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't have the favorite one.
Yeah, I agree with you about the time that we are living in. We change, guys. Oh my gosh. I used
Mhm.
to like to read Paulo Coelho. Nowadays, I don't know if I want to read Paulo Coelho again. Okay, so it's strange, this kind of, yeah, I agree with you. And it's a shame for me, guys, but I have to confess that I've never read nothing about esse filme que vocês falaram, I forgot.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter, even the movies. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. But I will try to follow the sequences to watch all the movies, okay? One day. I don't know why. When? What
Yeah, I
about
think
you? Oh, go
if
ahead.
you like fantasy, you will love it
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's all about fantasy, and I love this universe of
yeah.
fantasy, magic things. I love it because I really uh, wanted that to be true, you know. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I will say that you can escape from reality for
Yeah.
a small time.
Nice, nice. Because everybody's watched the Harry Potter's movies and Senhor dos Anéis movies. And I'm not, guys. So for me, it's a shame, you know. Oh my gosh, eu sou fora da casinha, I think. What about you, Caroline?
You should try Harry Potter books, I guess, because it's
Yeah.
better than movies.
Oh, nice.
And I'm a fan as well, like the girls. And I guess the favorite author is it's very important, but I don't have one. I really enjoy the books from Annie Rice, Tolkien as well,
Mhm.
or C.S. Lewis with Narnia, and Harry James. He's really good in literature, British literature. So I guess this is it. J.K. Rowling is not a good person anymore, so I don't like her nowadays, like Monique said. And yes, I guess this is it.
Very nice, guys. I have to confess that I've been learning a lot in this immersion today because I don't know anything about books, and it's a pleasure. Thanks so much, girls. Larissa, now it's our turn to read, to choose another question, please.
Do you prefer fiction or non-fiction books? I think I prefer fiction because books for me is just to escape from reality, is to get into new universe. and it's good for creativity as well. So I'm studying design, so I need to practice my creativity. And these days, when we watched a lot of Netflix and spend time in social media, I think I lost my creativity a lot. So it's I prefer to read this kind of books, to wake up my creativity.
Nice. And for example, when it comes from books from like real life history, I don't know if it's a real life history, but como eu era antes de você, it's a real life history. Yeah? No?
Não conheço.
I don't think
Maybe.
so.
No?
I
Do
don't
you
know, but
about
I don't think so.
Yeah? Because I really love the movie, como eu era antes de você, and I know that there is a book too. And I was thinking it was about the real life history. But okay. Thank you, Monique. What about you, Caroline?
Let me read the question again. Fiction for sure. I guess the fantasy we can read on Harry Potter. I don't know any other books. It's escape from real life. So the life is just hard. So I like to read or watch something that is not so real, I guess. But I do have a difficult with sci-fi books, like if they try to do something really uncommon, I'm bored. I became bored. So, but fiction is I prefer fiction. Actually.
Yeah, I have the same opinion as you, Caroline. I don't like sci-fi movies or sci-fi books, but I really like the fiction. I think we can we can imagine other things, stay away of your real life, for example, the problems. What about you, Monique?
I prefer also the fiction books. I don't like to read documentaries or read about the people's life, and I don't like. I never liked something like this, and even watch documentaries. I prefer, okay, fantasy, Harry Potter, give to me everything. you know. Okay, it's the same when I'm watching something on Netflix or YouTube. I prefer something different, escape from reality. We have a hard life, so I want to see something totally different than my life.
Yeah, totally agree with you guys. Okay, guys, I think we can choose just one more question before I bring the guys back. So, Monique, please.
Let me see. Um, I don't know. I don't have a favorite book, but it's a question about this. But that's it's a series of books that it's called Annie with an E. It's about a girl, an orphan girl, and we have a series on Netflix also about this girl. But the books are so rich. I didn't finish the books yet, but I want to. But I love the story of this girl. It's called Annie, and she's is orphan and was chosen by a couple of siblings, by siblings to live in a farm, but that was not the siblings don't choose any choose they chose a guy, but that was something wrong in the way, and Annie appears in this farm, and she starts to speak a lot and learn some things about the life, and she's very creative, and the siblings start to learn with Anne also, and she starts to learn with they, and she goes to the school and have some real friends. It's a special
Amazing.
history. I love. It's so nice.
Yes, it's amazing. I love Annie with an E. What about you, Larissa?
Um, I don't know. I think I just already answered this question.
Yeah, I think.
But the
Oh, yeah.
question number 10 is, I think we don't
Okay.
answer. If you could only read one more book. I don't know if one more book, but I love to study. I love fantasy, but I love to study too. And I really like books about nature and books that teach us how to live in the nature, and I don't know, books that teach me something about real life, you know.
Mhm.
Even recipes books because I love to cook. So
Nice.
I think this kind of books that teach me something really good, I love it so much.
Nice. Nice answer. What about you, Caroline? Let me close the room.
Uh, I guess to read one book for the entire life, I will choose As 100 Melhores Crônicas Brasileiras. And I think it's a lot of stories or quotes about anything from a lot of people. So I guess to choose one, I can read something about love or something about friendship and in passing days. So uh, it's not common. It's not. Um, I can read about a lot of things in one book. So if I have to choose one, I prefer something like that.
Very nice. Okay, girls, thank you so much for the conversation and welcome back, guys. How was the conversation for you, Katarini? Did you like
Yeah,
to read the books?
yeah, I really like it, but I not read a lot of books. I prefer, I don't know, film on those series, but like to read the manga or sometimes fiction or romance books. It's very cute. Everyone, please read Seven Husbands for Evelyn Hugo. It's a best livros a best book I read in my life. I said it chat, but it is
Oh,
very cute.
okay. Put for us here on the chat, Katarini, please. Thank you so much. What about you, Felipe?
Yeah, it was a nice topic, I would say. I think the first thing we discussed, I think for the first 20 minutes in our discussion was regarding book prices, especially where I'm currently living, currently in the United States. So the books here are so much expensive, and the university I go, they require us to like buy the books instead of getting like special books from the internet, I would say. So in like if you get the if you buy the book, it's like around $100 per book. So if you sum for all the books that they start to take all the classes, then it'll be like $400 per semester, just
Oh
to
my
follow the
gosh.
classes. And I would think, oh, probably I can get these books from the library. The problem is like the libraries don't have books actually. They only have tables and computers. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
okay, this is not a library because a library is supposed to have books. And other thing I discovered here, like there's like a underground library. They would say, they call that like it's like huge towers of books where
Okay.
you make some request for a specific book. You can borrow this book for only 2 hours, no more than that. So you need to get the book, stay with it for 2 hours, and then return back. Probably gonna pay some fees if you don't return back in 2 hours. So to avoid buying books, spending hundreds of dollars buying books for taking my classes, I decided to borrow these books from other libraries. So I had this option as well. And then I proceeded like to get make requests for other libraries, the University of Georgia. That's what the library I requested for. And from there, you can stay with the books for 28 days. It's better than nothing, at least.
Okay, yeah. 2 hours. Oh my gosh, what do
Yeah.
you read in 2 hours?
I think you can only stay with the book for like when you do some exam, because here
Okay.
it's not uncommon to have exams where you can access the notes and books.
Okay.
So that's probably why they let you stay with the book for 2 hours to take this exam, for example.
Nice.
But still, it's too short because if you want to get the book to study on your own house, you cannot do that because it's too
Yeah,
short a time.
for
So
sure.
that's why I decided to ask these books for other libraries, so I don't avoid paying like hundreds of dollars per semester to follow the classes.
Nice. Okay, thank you, Felipe. And about you, Marcio, did you like the conversation?
Yeah, I like a lot this conversation. Talk about the book is a good topic. Is a good moment for one new tip. The future opportunity to read another book is a good.
Nice. Okay, guys, thanks so much for your time with me in this cold afternoon. I really love it. I learned a lot about books here. Okay, thanks so much for the tips. And I put on the chat our survey. Please answer for us. It's important to keep improving. It's anonymous, so you feel free to put everything that you want. Okay, guys? Thanks so much, Larissa, Monique, Márcio, Catarine, Felipe, and Caroline. Have a great